Well, hello again, YouTube. Probably gonna be my last video of the day, but I wanted to talk about this important question, and it comes up a lot. Um, it is, should I increase revenue first or increase headcount? And you may be thinking, well, that's just kind of a business question, not really a marketing question. And well, I'd beg to differ. I think that's exactly a marketing question, because here's the issue. If you want to increase revenue, that's going to require marketing. If you want to increase headcount, that is going to require marketing. You're going to have to determine where your marketing efforts are going to be best spent. Now, you may be thinking that, well, headcount's not that difficult. And for those who are not in the labor industry, they may actually think that. But for those of you who are out there trying to find skilled labor or unskilled labor, or anybody that's willing to actually do work that does not involve a keyboard, good luck. Very difficult. It does take a huge marketing effort. It does take an effort to perhaps build your own people, so to speak. It's hard to find them. It's hard to retain them. And it's hard to train them. So all that requires marketing. But before you start spending money on more employees, you have to have money to pay them with. So what comes first, chicken or the egg? And probably the chicken, to be quite honest. So you need to focus on increasing your revenue first. Take your marketing efforts and your marketing dollars and go over there and spend it on the revenue. Now, I know that's going to put you in a bad position. I know that's going to put you in a spot to where, hey, Jonathan, I have all this work. Who is there to help me get it done? Well, for a while there, it's going to be nobody. It's really going to be bad. And then you're going to have to start bringing on people. Now, the smart thing would be to go out there and risk it with some credit and go ahead and hire the people and make sure that the marketing comes. But you got to be smarter about both these things. You're going to have to do both at once. And this is what I'm getting at. The right way to do this is as follows. You need to go and focus on increasing the revenue first. You need to test a bunch of marketing campaigns. You've got to test them. You can't just go all in on one. Say, hey, I think I'm just going to spend them all, just put out 120,000 mailers right now, not having tested a batch of 1,000 to see what your response rate is. Test a batch of 1,000 or of 2,000, see what your response rate is. When you have a winner, when you have one that you like, having done that large of a test batch, your numbers, your statistics are probably going to hold over a larger increase. Well, now you will know mathematically what to expect. If I put $1 into this box, I'm going to get $1.50 out. Okay, I've got a winning formula. Well, then before you go and turn on the faucet full bore, wide open, you can go over to the side and start looking for people to help bring on board. When you find those people, you already have the marketing campaign that works. As soon as you get ready to hire, execute that and turn that on. So I've decided that I've got a pool of candidates, 3 of them, Bubba, Jim, and Larry. And I'm going to end up hiring one of them, and I'll be good with any 3 of them. And once I've got them in my pocket, then I can take that tested campaign where I did a test batch of 1,000 or 2,000. I know when my response rate is 2.3% or 1.8% or whatever it is, and I've done the math. I know that's going to work for me profitable-wise. I know how many extra jobs that's going to bring in, and I know that extra job is going to more than pay for the salary of Larry, Jim, or Bob. I think that's the 3 people we talked about earlier. I'm not sure. I forget. Had to go back in the video and see. Perhaps I added somebody else. But that's the way you do this. And you keep ratcheting it up, step by step, all the way up. So it's very easy. It's not a one or other, it's a both, but it have to be synchronized at the same time. So when it comes to that question, should I increase revenue first or increase headcount? Work on making sure you have a way to increase the revenue that is proven. then go increase your headcount, then switch on the revenue switch. That's the way this is done. That's why it's done intelligently without having to go off and get yourself in a credit situation. All right, that's my thoughts on that. Thank you, YouTube. I hope this helps. This is just another in our series for roofing contractors and home service contractors, and I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.